don't need, listen to me good, we do not need the state of Illinois or America to give us accreditation. See, once you come out of her, you can see possibilities. As long as you wait for them to give you accreditation, who the hell are they to accredit you if you're free? If you're free, you give yourself accreditation. Now, we don't want inferior education and inferior teachers. Well, these are the standards, sir, if you want accreditation. Well, our standards should be higher than theirs. And once you say, see, but you're not able to say that now because you're not truly independent, so you have to go along with that. But I'm saying a time is coming where you say, look, we don't need your accreditation. And at the same time, there's another time coming where we don't need them to make you a doctor on paper when you are already a doctor. Don't give them authority over you. They don't have no authority over you, but the authority that you give them. And when you rebel, they don't know what to do. Because then you ain't their nigger no more. My niggas don't rebel. My niggas acquiesce. Well, I want to be free. I don't want them telling me what my standard should be when my standard is the excellence of God. I don't want them accrediting me. Elijah Muhammad set up a school. He didn't beg them for accreditation, but we came out of that school superior to what was in the public school. Because we wanted something good for ourselves that they don't want for us. We need more doctors. We need more doctors. You know how you get a doctor? Here's one. Elijah Muhammad said, give me one, and from that one, I'll get 100. Give me one nurse, and I'll make 100. Give me one engineer, and I'll make 100. We don't need them. We need the city. Take the damn school from you. Well, if you're not going to bow, you got to get out. Well, you wasn't in the first place. Look, brother, let me say this. What the hell is this? But you like it? It looks nice. It is nice. It's a beautiful place. They're going to soon make one better. But suppose we got together and had an online university where people can sit and have classes in every discipline and don't have to leave their home. See, the moment you outthink the enemy, he'll give you this. Now, either you're being educated or you're not being educated. And I can prove that you're not being educated. You know how I know you're not being educated? Because you're not productive. Excuse me for raising my voice. I'm just so fired up this morning. I'm closing. But listen, family, listen. If you travel in Africa, you travel in the Caribbean, you travel in the ghetto, you don't find us doing business. It's the Koreans, the Arabs, other ethnic groups coming in, Asians, providing you with your service. You want hair? We got plenty, come. You want weave? We got weave. We weave you up. Unbelievable, yes it is. What do you want? Baby, we got it. You want nails? We give you long nails. You want shoes? What do you want? Credit? We got it for you. Well, what's wrong with you? You can't create no business for yourself? See, when you go into a community and others are doing business and you are the consumer, know that you are dead. Go in the Caribbean, see who's doing business. It's the Indians, the Arabs, the Chinese, the Lebanese, the whites. And black folk have a few stores, but the majority of the stores, those groups doing business. Go to Africa, see who's doing business. Same group. Go to Haiti, who's doing business? Who's doing business? Is it you? Well, look. Business is the activity of life. If you're a living man, you're doing business. If you're not a living community, you're not doing business. And business means you're providing the essentials of life, the necessities for yourself and your people: food, clothing, shelter. You're not doing this with all your doctorate degrees, your master degrees, and mostly BS degrees. I think it's time for me to go. I outstayed my welcome. But my dear family, look, I want us to mobilize, to accept responsibility to change the reality of our lives. We don't have to keep blaming white people. Listen to me, good brothers. It's so easy to point to them. Yeah, look what they did. See? But the question is not what they did. What are you doing to correct what they did? They're not going to correct it for us. That's something we have to do for ourselves. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, "There's no power in the heavens above or in the earth beneath that can stop you from achieving what God desires for you if you would get your own foot out of your own way." And this is why we're calling, in the 10th anniversary of the Million Man March, we're calling not for a march, but for the mobilization of our people to create a movement. Movement means motion toward an objective. Go look at scripture. I ain't got time to run it all down, but you keep seeing the word go, go, go. After you've been in bondage 400 years, then will I come, judge that nation that you shall serve, and afterward shall you come out with peace, in peace, and go to your fathers and be buried in a good old age, right? Go, the prodigal son. Messed up all that he had, joined himself on to be a citizen in a strange country, fell down so bad, husking corn, feeding swine. And then one day a famine arose and it caused him to think, and he said, "I think I will arise and go to my father." This motion toward an objective that is in your best interest. Oh, don't you want to go? See, don't you want to go to that promised land where all is peace? See, you got to go. You got to get up from where you are. You got to come out of this and start moving, and God will give you the wisdom to make a new paradigm for education. And guess what? When you do it, the whites too will say, "I want that." I want to come out of incarceration in the prison of white supremacy, because that educational paradigm has made me subhuman, and I have not realized my full potential. So I would hope that somebody would free me from thinking that I'm better than others simply because I'm white. So when white children think that way and a black child beats them in a spelling contest, or an Indian child wins the spelling bee, what happened to white supremacy? See, it blows their mind. How did he do that? When we are the goose that laid the golden egg. See, you're messing with their minds. But if you were to develop what God has put in you to do, you would never repeat that history of mistreating others for your own self and selfish purposes. You would make an educational system that would not only free you, but it would free the latent and dormant qualities in every human being. And that's why God said he would choose the foolish things, and they would be his people, and he would be their God. And thou wilt no longer be last, the last shall be first. And thou shalt no longer be the tail shall become the head. And this is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. The day is soon coming when a doctor of the great skill of this man will have in his classroom hundreds, and they study under him, and he'll make doctors who are urologists, and other doctors will make doctors who will look at your breast and deal with cancer. You make nurses, you make engineers, you make scholars. All we need is one who is dedicated and want to come out and build them, and then send them to the community. And don't let the enemy say he's not accredited by us. Then we stand up and say we accredited him. Get up, black man and woman, and let's get some health from our head to our foot, and let's offer health and well-being to everyone that seeks it and needs it if we have it.